Hello, Luxies. Welcome back to the Luxury Live Show. With me here is my co-host, fashionably Amy. And firstly, I have to apologize for such a delay. I don't know what happened. I was struggling with the Wi-Fi on my side, and I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, is it election day that I cannot even load Amy's email? My goodness, it's bad. It's bad.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can't even open my email. So you might have to
but
you
we
might
hear
have to
you
share
and we
those.
see you clearly now.
you- Okay,
Looks okay
okay,
now.
okay. That's all right. So yeah, sorry for the technical issues. Today we're gonna talk about our updated wish list. So we did a members live around February, and that was on Amy's
Mhm.
channel. So if you're not a member, do join us. We have a lot of different kind of chats. So it's been about 3-4 months since 3 months since that, and there are some things on my side has dropped off, and I've added some stuff, and I think for you as well, Amy, you've got
I didn't really drop
you've
anything.
added.
It's more for me when we discussed this topic, it was more sort of like, oh, I'm kind of interested in these things. For me, it's not really a true wish list per se. It's more of that they kind of crept into my radar and I may or may not end up getting them as well. So yeah,
Would you think?
it's
Do you think you get most of them?
um it's hard to say because in February, when we made our revised wish list for this year, I said and I promised myself I would really just stick to what I told myself I would get so that I don't get distracted too much. So these things are
Mm,
kind of just over the last few months. I was like, maybe you can say inspired. Like you kind of see it on Instagram sometimes, or you it sort of just crept back into my radar, and I'm just like, oh, maybe these are also good to add. But I don't think they would necessarily be like. I actually can't tell you whether I would end up getting them or not for sure.
mm.
It's more just a here's what I also like, also like in addition, basically.
All right, let's talk about it. So let me open the slides. Yeah, I think mine as well. So there's like a couple of mine are like, oh, I like this, but in reality, I'm not sure if I'll get them. So sort of like you, right? Okay, let's pop them up.
Yeah, I'm when I make a wish list, I try to be very strict, just like how I think about my quota bags. I just posted my MS collection video. It was
Mm,
scheduled for today, so it just went up today. Um, and I even said in my video, I was like, every time I think about adding anything, I think about it so long, and so although my list is not very extensive. Even my wish list back in February for this year, it was not super extensive, but once I put it in, I want to commit to those items. So these are more kind of adding on top of them, and yeah, they may become stronger basically.
mm-hmm. Okay, so before we jump into yours, let's just quickly go through to this month's calendar. So yeah, this couple of 3 weeks, the next 3 weeks or next three sessions will be on my channel. We're gonna talk about adding or changing up our wish list. And then next week we're just gonna chit chat about this luxury YouTube. I think the past few months is when I'm watching YouTube, it's sort of like people are like talking about how luxury YouTube has changed so much. There's a lot of different things. So anyway, we're just gonna have a little chit chat about the good old days of YouTube, and then we have a members live on that same weekend. We get to see some reveals, and then the end of the month, the rest of the month, Amy's side, we've got Clara's joining us. I think this is a tag, right, Amy? So nice. I bought it twice.
Yes, that's a tag created by Jerusha. I was tagged
That's right.
by Maddie, so we will tackle this. Plus, it's kind of like it's a good topic actually
It's a
to
good
see what
topic,
we
yeah.
like so much that
Yeah,
we
because
buy
when I was thinking
extra.
about this, Definitely. And then we'll talk, we'll have another chat about YouTube and what's going on. Okay, let's talk about the updated wish list. So, Amy, you have some sharing of what we shared
Mm.
before?
Yeah, so this is a recap of last year's wish list. If you guys remember, I don't know if you remember, it was like last year back in January. I said I really wanted a Constance, finally got it. I also really wanted a Kelly Chanel bag, finally got it towards the end of the year in Asia. And then on the right side, I mentioned, and I even reiterated today in today's video, that I would really want to get another mini Kelly. I want it in the colors that I truly enjoy wearing. So either a black or like a very light grayish color, whitish color. So those are still on the pipeline. And the Kelly belt, I actually ended up buying this Kelly belt, but it was very sort of, it didn't need to be on the wish list. I
Mm.
think when I made this wish list last year, I was thinking, oh, what would match all the other bags that I have? So I did buy it. At the time, I justified it because I could use it on my Constant Slim belt bag, even though I didn't really need it. I have so many Kelly belts that I could use instead. But I do have
Mm.
it. So I did, I guess from this slide, I completed 3 out of 4 wish list
Mm-hmm.
items. And then continuation from last year, I wanted some sort of Chanel sling bags. And instead of getting these exact ones, I ended up with the bow Mary Jane's from 24C, I think. 24C. I also bought towards the end of the year, I bought the Hermes versions of Mary Jane's. So that kind of replaces that. Um, the earrings on the right side, I did get those as well. So that's also checked off from my wish list. And then on the bottom, we have 2 pieces of jewelries that I still really want. I think it's kind of come and gone from my wish list just throughout the year, throughout the past couple years, just because I don't know, with the hardware Tiffany link, that one is just such a beautiful piece. I just love it, but the price point is on the higher side, and I'm struggling to see if I really would have enough cost per wear. Like I imagine I would, but then yeah, with the whole price increase and just like I'm still
Mm.
struggling with that one. And then on the left side with the Kelly chain bracelet, I know I want this bracelet because I've tried it so many times at this point. The first time I tried it, it was ugh, the price was so much better. The price has gone up since even from this slide. So but yeah, the issue with me again here is that in Canada we don't carry the size that I need. I have tried the
Mm.
size that I need in Hong Kong, but I didn't end up buying it there. So I'm still in 2 minds. I do want this bracelet for sure. So it, it might just come a day I need to buy something just just to top off whatever, and then like it would be I might just have to bite the bullet without buying the right size. I don't know. So these are still on the pipeline. Basically, this hasn't changed. I don't want to completely remove it yet because I still like them. So I don't know. I just want to keep it there for
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, good. I think the necklace, I get where you're coming from. Like, it's quite a statement necklace, and the cost per wear, because I mean it is definitely a very high price point item. But like you are building your jewelry collection, because I did a video as well, like talking about my jewelry collection. Then I realized that I have 2 types of jewelry. Like I always think we must have cost per wear, because you want to make your money's worth, right? But in reality, there are just some pieces that won't get the cost per wear, but they are really special. They're just your occasional jewelry, which I don't know. For you, I'm not sure. Like for me, I kind of accepted there's some expensive pieces that I have, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay lah. I'm not that it will kill it if it becomes an everyday piece. As for the
Oh no,
Kelly chain,
absolutely.
Yeah. And
I
so the
think
Kelly chain, go for it. Like go for it. Because I think if I'm because I'm looking at the details, right? Yeah, they got quite a lot of diamonds. 6 point almost a yeah, more than half a carat. And it's really pretty. So this should be like a very special, like if you want to get another SO or you want to get, I don't know, get
another SO. I
something.
don't even have an SO. What do
Like,
you mean?
what are you saying? You want to get, look there, you want an SO at the
I know,
top.
I'm still waiting for my quota bag of like however long it's been.
I
Because
know,
I
but
just don't
let's say
even
you want
understand my
another one.
journey
Like you,
anymore.
I want two, number three, number four, who knows, right? Because you're going to continue this journey. These are the pieces that are substantial.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Like for the Kelly chain, yes, for sure. For the Tiffany, I think that's kind of an exception because it's a piece that it's more of a passion purchase. It's definitely not an everyday piece. So because the price point is so high, these are not even prices this year anymore. This year's price has totally
Yeah.
changed already. Um, it, it, it's just it's just at a price point that is high enough that I am still hesitating. Um, Obviously, if I could just buy everything at the same time and not worry about things I'm still working towards that I know I would need to fund eventually, I would have bought it. But yeah, it's still on the list. It's just not
Mm.
completely gone. It kind of went and came and gone at one point in my head anyway. But it's still there, at least as of today. It's still there. I still really like it.
It is beautiful. All right, let's go.
Okay. So when we were discussing this topic, these are really for me when I see to today's topic, it's really more like extra things. Like it's or it's already my wishes is so like it what we just saw, those slides from last year, those remain the same, and then I added some more in February that I'm working on this year, but these are just the extra things that it's like, oh, it would be nice to have, but I'm not holding my breath type of thing. But it kind of crept into my radar because I wasn't really thinking about it or aware of it, actually. I wasn't even aware of this watch until suddenly I think I saw someone on Instagram. I didn't know that girl. I didn't follow her. It was just one of those, kind of suggested posts on your feed. I didn't know that person, but um, I saw her reel and she was explaining how this watch is a classic and it's like a bracelet and it's just like a rare piece because it's very hard to get it in the smaller sizes,
Mm.
especially for the if your size wrist is also very small. So she finally got it. I think she's in Europe or something. So definitely, I didn't know her. I still don't really remember who it is. I just remember kind of scrolling one day and it appeared in my suggested feed. So I started looking into, oh, what's this quartier baignoire? Because obviously most people can't pronounce the French words properly. So the first time she said it, I didn't even know what she was saying. Baignoire means bath in French. That's the word for bathtub. Because it looks like like a little bathtub. The watch itself, the watch face, is a little oval, kind of like the French or like the classic bathtubs, like the really nice ones that you see in vintage homes or just back then. And then it's a very sleek bracelet all around, and it just opens like a bangle, like a clasp. It's so pretty. This is in rose gold. There's a gold version too. They didn't even have it on our Cartier site in Canada because it's sold out. This is the mini size. I had to find it on the Burke's website. But yeah, it's so pretty. That definitely, I'm not into watches, you guys know, but if I'm gonna get a watch, it would be something like this because it's a jewelry piece, but it's also a
Mm.
timepiece, and it's rose gold. I don't know if it's 18 karat. I'm not sure. I don't know the details. All I know is it suddenly became on my radar. So pretty.
So, this is funny because when I saw your slide, I was like, oh my gosh, what a coincidence. Because I was watching, I'm looking for her right now. The name, she's a YouTuber as well. A Heated Mess. You know
Okay.
the heat, yeah. And she was revealing a Chanel bracelet just recently, like maybe a week ago. And she was wearing this watch, and she was showing the Coco Crush um bracelet. And as that's the first time I saw this watch. It was just last week. I was like, oh, that's a pretty watch. And it looks so good with a simple band bracelet, because the Coco Crush is a thin one and it had just a little bit of the quilts. And now after seeing, I was like, oh, maybe it's a watch that's becoming more and more popular again. And she
I
did
think
say
so.
bathtub.
Yeah, it's there's a maybe there's a reason why it keeps popping up on your suggested feed. Because again, because I never look at watches and I don't really care to look at them. All these years I talk about wish list and all, like it's just fantasy wish list. But for once, I saw something that I'm like, you know what, this could be a watch I would not mind adding, because aside from the time, telling the time, which I really don't even look at watches when I look for time, I look at my phone, but it's really more of a jewelry piece to me.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cartier
Beautiful.
probably makes some of the watches that I personally like. The other watch that I like from Cartier is the what's the name now? You guys probably know. It's also a very small one, and it has like a very nice chain. It's close to the wrist, and what's the name now? Totally forgot the name now, but uh, I would say, more so than Rolex, Cartier makes some of the styles of watches very feminine that I really personally like.
Totally. I think I know which one you're talking about. Could be the one I'm putting on my screen. So, but later.
Mhm. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So obviously I already added the Tiffany large link earrings, plain gold. I already bought them, and they're rare, they're very beautiful earrings. I did complain about the post being uncomfortable, at least for me. I can't wear them for an extended. I just have a hard time putting them on, and then I can't really wear them for more than a day, like a day at a time. Like I can't even wear them 2 days in a row, basically. But for some reason, when I tried on, because when I tried to buy these earrings, I guess there was an imminent price increase. There was low stock at my store. They didn't even have the ones that I ended up buying in stock. I actually tried these ones instead. So
Mm.
the diamond pave version, which for some reason I felt like fit better because the post was more comfortable. Anyway, I'm kind of revisiting it a little bit because I'm thinking back of how pretty it looked on my ears just because of the extra diamonds. And I mentioned that last week, how going forward, I want to just not not buy so many plain jewelries anymore. Like fine jewelry is great. I'm so glad I started buying them. But I feel like having the extra sparkle is so important, especially long term wise. And yeah, so I'm kind of revisiting this a little bit because I'm like, oh, thinking back of when I actually tried these, not thinking of buying these because the price was 4 or 5 times more than the ones that I ended up buying, which is a huge jump for how many carat diamonds. Not even much. I think it's like total 1 carat here. I'm not sure. It's not much. It's very small diamonds, but they're very pretty. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I still like these a lot. So
Just sell the ones that you have, take that money, and then buy
it's
this
not
one.
that easy. And yeah, the ones that I have, they will sell for sure, but
Yeah.
it's not like you'll get back exactly what you paid for, right? And those are, as I said, they are a quarter price of these. It was a very hard purchase for me to justify this one. At first, I wasn't even thinking of buying the diamond ones. I just wanted the plain ones. But I think after
Mm.
owning the plain ones for a while now, I just remember trying on diamond ones. And now that I want more sparkles in my jewelry, I'm kind of revisiting this for a reason. Not saying I will necessarily get it. I just really like it still. And it's a maybe because they're so darn pretty, like very pretty. And I might even
Very
choose
statement.
rose gold this time.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, I love these earrings, but yeah, you're right. This is like, woo, 23 pre-tax, 25. Ouch.
Yeah, it's 20. It's like close is probably closer to 26 if because it's more than 10% tax, unfortunately. Yeah, it's almost 26 minus 100 some dollars. It's pretty much 2600, which is so expensive for a piece that again is similar to the necklace. It's not gonna be an everyday piece for sure.
Mm.
But I like it. I really, really like it. And interestingly, most people that resell their piece, because I kind of keep an eye on Fashion File too. Most people that resell their hardware line of jewelry, they don't resell the diamond ones. They resell the
Mm.
plain gold or the silver. So that might be saying something. I think, yeah.
So Elta's saying that enjoy the plain ones as a more day-to-day item, and ultimately the diamond ones could be more of a special occasion piece. So Elta's saying get both.
That's the idea. That's the idea for sure. That's why we're talking. This is more of my fantasy wish list. It's not a for sure. It's definitely I would love to get them because they're very, very pretty.
Absolutely. Oh, this one
Oh, this is
is back.
another revisitation. I've already talked about this necklace so many times in the past. I kind of removed it, put it back, removed it, put it back. I should try it at least once in store. I haven't even tried it in person. But I love the idea of this necklace. Kind of similar to the hardware link, the chunky one, except this one is the edgier sister of it. And okay, so for this one, I'm okay with no diamonds because even with the diamonds, there's only a few just on the nail head. It's very much more the design, like how strange it is to have like a piece of kind of like a nail around your neck. Is kind of that vibe that I'm going for.
Mm.
Very expensive. This is in euro. um, but it's one of those pieces. It's one of those pieces that once I saw it on someone and I'm just like, wow. Wow, it just took my breath away. Like I'm usually not someone who is easily just because people maybe if it's popular or whatever, just because people buy them like for me it has to make sense for me. And I feel like this could be that special piece that I own, similar
Mm-hmm.
to the hardware link. But the hardware link I've tried a couple times. This one I've never tried actually. Don't even know if they have it in stock. It's probably not very popular, but it's so pretty.
Maybe they have the one with a bit of diamonds on the nail head.
Mm,
Add a little bit more. I mean, it's really, really statement, this one for sure. Oh, JW Miller is sharing. I tried the JUC in store. It's not easy to
mm.
put on and take off.
That
Huh.
makes sense. That makes sense because I tried the Tiffany version of sort of something like this, like a bang. Like how do you call this? Like a cuff necklace,
Like a
right? Like
choker?
yeah,
Like a
it's not
choker?
even. It's like a. It's
Oh, like
solid,
a,
right? It doesn't
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah,
float.
yeah.
I tried a similar version of this, but even more delicate than this. I tried the one with the bow. You know, the Tiffany
Oh.
version. They have a Tiffany version of something like this, kind of like a cuff. Um, and it's true. It kind of laid funny on the neck. So I really think it has to fit you. If it doesn't, then it's a no go for sure. So but I
Hmm.
just like the idea of it because just based on what I saw on other people wearing it, obviously, I thought this would be a good contender. So it's a again fantasy wish list. I never even tried it, so I don't really know to be honest. And possibly it would be even worse as a like how the hardware link at least that one you can even adjust, so you can make it shorter, longer. It's definitely
Mm.
more versatile. It's definitely statement. And I think that one would have more wear, cost per wear, than this one. This one is just interesting, so I keep it at fresh in my mind. Again, it's just a maybe.
Maybe it's like one of those wires that you gotta like, you know, like the Tiffany T bangle. You have to sort of twist it and then get it around your head. I'm not sure.
Um,
How do you wear it? Like, is it like that? Like you gotta twist,
I don't
twist and
actually don't even
wrap,
know.
like a
I
wrap.
don't think I think the Tiffany version. So again, I'm not speaking for this one because I've never tried it, but the Tiffany version was actually hard, like a solid. I think there was a
Mm.
closure, like oh wait, that one I had okay, I remember now. That one is a cuff in the front, but then there's like chain in the back. So it's actually not bad. But it just didn't
Oh,
lay nicely. It just laid a bit funny because it depends on your collarbone and how your neck is structured. This one, I have no idea. I actually have no idea.
I was just thinking about the collarbone thing. So wait, sorry. JW Mirror saying the JUC necklace is a bend open like the small JUC bracelet. So I'm
Oh,
right. So
I
you gotta
see.
like twist it and then like go it around your neck. No, that's like
Yeah.
that's a bit, that's hard. Like what if you got a thick neck?
Well,
Bend
they
it
have
even
different
more.
sizes. They have different sizes.
But then
But
on the collarbone, you'll have to lay like you know, some everybody has a different shoulder, right? You know, some of us maybe a little bit more meaty. So I'm looking at the picture. She's sort of curved over a little bit, so that kind of hugs the neck better. But you know, when you relax, does it stick up?
yeah,
Yeah, you gotta try
again,
it.
I have to try this one day, right? One day. I don't even want to try because I know I just don't really have the budget to buy all these things. But one day I'll fancy it and I'll try it at least. And
Hmm.
it's if I fall in love with it, I may end up buying it. If I don't, then it's a no go then, right? It's just one of
Yeah.
those things. Okay, this is my last one. It's funny because I didn't even include this in my video that I posted today because that video I filmed it 2 weeks ago and I was already working on editing it and everything, so this came super fresh in my mind literally recently, I think this week. The only reason is because I blame Jerusha for it because I saw her I saw her collection video, and then I s- when I saw her, she was talking about her garden party, and hers was in the rose book color, size
Mm.
30. So size 30 is probably not the size I'm gonna get, but anyway, it wasn't even on my radar actually at all. The garden party, I never really wanted it. Nothing against it. I just didn't have it. I didn't feel anything about it. But when I saw the color on her bag and it was so saturated, it started giving me ideas. I'm like, you know, it would be kind of cute to have a really wild pop of color on the mini garden party, the brand new 23 centimeter garden party, because although it's not a bag that it's on my radar, but if I just want a really nice pop of color on an Hermes bag that I would otherwise never get because I will not get a non-neutral usually, right? Like I always try to get neutrals.
Hmm.
But if I'm not gonna get a neutral, I'm not gonna be opposed to maybe trying it on a mini garden party because I think it's so darn cute on a pop of color on this size
Yep.
bag. So that's just
Agree.
literally it's fresh. Like it's fresh in my mind. I never even thought about it before, but why not? I don't know.
Yeah, this bag is cute, and but I only like this mini garden party in full leather, because I have seen
Yeah.
it in store where it's part canvas and part the strap and the two bands that run vertically down in leather. So it's like maybe white base and then the leather is black. It looks so weird. My essay was like, "You want a mini garden party?" And then I was like, "No, it looks so ugly."
Oh, I have never even seen one in person. I don't think I've seen one on display for the mini size.
Oh. No,
But
but in full leather is actually nice because in the
mm,
contrast canvas and leather, it looks out of proportion. Like the handles are too long, and the bands that run um, along the bag, they're too thick. And because the contrast is so apparent, it looks weird. Because that's when I was like, oh no, it's so ugly. I don't like the mini garden party. It's so weird. And then my essay said something, which is what I'm telling you, and I say, oh, you have to see it in full leather. It's so much cuter. I was like,
oh
oh,
yeah,
okay.
I believe you. I think for me, the whole reason I would get full like pop of color is that it has to be all leather. Otherwise, it's not really a pop of color anyway, right?
True.
Like just the strap in a pink would not satisfy me actually. Even this blue, for some reason, I'm not even into blue bags, but for some reason this blue looks so nice on this tiny little garden party. Again, it's a useless purchase maybe for me because I don't need it, but I it suddenly gave me ideas, so I'm blaming Jerusha on this one. Like I
Try with this
honestly don't
one.
even need this bag. I don't really need it. But I'm not gonna say no to it if it's a really nice color and it's something different. And if I happen to be there and they have one, I can buy one, then why not? Right? I'm not gonna say no to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me go to my slides. Cat. That's me. All right. So I'm going to share a few things that, well, if you have to be a member to see what is our full wish list, which also shared in February, but I'm going to pop couple of slides on what I did add to my wish list this year, but I've taken it out. I do have other things, but I'm keeping those. I'm keeping those other things that I talked about. But yeah, I've got a couple of things that I decided that it's not in my wish list anymore. And we also had a live last week talking about won't buy. I really wanted these shoes, and I think Lance is here, and Lance is like, no, they're so comfortable. A few reasons. One, they're never in stock anyway. Okay, I haven't even been able to try the right size. I tried the right size because I tried one of our members' shoe. It happened like, can I try your shoe? And she let me try her shoe. But in store, I've never tried it. So I think over time, I've just given up. But on top of that, I think my feet, they just prefer non-luxury sneakers. The way I walk, the way that my gait, because of my hip and my knee, it's all kind of funky. So yeah, I have trouble finding the right the comfortable shoe. One leg, every shoe works, the other leg doesn't. So I think, you know what, I'm just gonna give up on sneakers in general, but also particularly since this was on my wish list, I'm gonna just say goodbye. So long, farewell.
I think that's a good call. I feel like for sneakers, they're meant to be worn to really be used to walk around or to run around town with them, exercise, whatnot. And yeah, buying luxury sneakers is almost doesn't make sense, right? Unless you're really wearing it for streetwear, that's different. You're
Mm,
styling it for streetwear, then yes, buy luxury sneakers. But I feel like your lifestyle is more about just on the go or
mm,
using them. You might use it to style your outfit, I'm sure, but if it's not comfortable, then what's the point, right?
correct. So yeah, I love the look. Like seriously, I would style it because it goes with what I wear, right? Always in my Lululemon and all that. But the issue is, shoes are really hit and miss. And I'd rather be a hit and miss on a few $100 shoe than a few $1,000 shoe, 1,000 plus, because of the comfort. You can't like, I cannot tell how the shoe is going to be in store because you're only walking in them for a short period of time. But you only know if the shoe works after you have really walked in them. So yeah, it has been more misses than hits for a lot of luxury shoes. So I think I'm just gonna chill with the luxury shoes. That's a lot of money sitting there like unutilized or wasted. Okay. Well, these two. So yeah, not forget it. I'm not buying the side trunk anymore. Gave it up. Goodbye. And the side trunk, this black one. Some of you watched my video. Yes, I do have it, and I bought it pre-loved because I just nah can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with the LV store at the moment. Like, no.
Yeah. LV, there's
It
so
is.
many good deals these days on the pre-love market.
Oh
Murakami
yeah.
is Murakami is Murakami. It's all good. This is a better purchase.
Yeah, I think with LV is like you're right. The deals are just fantastic. I was looking at this love lots luxury, and the seller was trying to sell a speedy nano speedy, and it was I think the seller, as in the owner, was trying to like, come on, help me push it. She probably dropped her price a few times as well. And that bag looks pristine. It's selling at about 1,000. It's the Nano Speedy Empreinte in black. It was at 2.8, then it dropped to 2.5, then it dropped to 2.3, and now it's 1.9 or something. If I was on the market for it, I would totally snapped it up. But yeah, the deals are just insane now. People are just letting the bags go. So yeah. Oh well. I'll look in the pre-love market if I really want to get it. All right, let's start off with something not expensive because I've added this to my wish list. I want to get one of these rectangular bags, and I looked at the luxury market first. So I don't know if it's wise to spend that kind of money on this kind of trendy rectangular baguette style bag, because once the trend's over, yeah, I don't know if this is a good kind of bag. So anyway, I'm interested in getting a contemporary brand. This is a Korean brand called Stan Oil, and the name is just like cannot make it. The name, no. But I actually saw a few ladies here in Singapore carrying this bag. Black, I saw black. I saw a ox blood red color, and it looks so good. So if I just want to get for the moment, enjoy the style, enjoy the trend, and use it first before I decide, okay, I really like this kind of long strap, elongated bag, and it works for my lifestyle, then yes, I would consider getting a luxury version, like maybe the Birkin, the half Birkin. But yeah, I'm gonna add this to my collection this year.
Yeah,
And it's
this
not
is a good way to try a very unconventional shape. I will say all these bags that are happening, like basically the shoulder version, right? The east west version of these kind of bags. I predict, and this is just purely my opinion, but I just don't think they're here to stay. So it would be fun if you like the shape, do it, buy it, but I think it would be wise to just try it in a contemporary brand. Because I just don't see, I mean, I don't even think they're that popular, but there are for sure people that will like it, and but I just don't feel like they're here to stay. That's my personal opinion. Based on just so many years of loving fashion in general, not even luxury fashion, just fashion in general. I see the shape come and go so many times, but they're not like like there are things that are, yes, they come and go, but they still feel more mainstream, kind of like denim bags, right? They come and go, but they will always be kind of popular. I don't think this will reach that kind of status it will be more fleeting, I feel.
For sure. My when I think I just started working, there was one trend, also East West, and I had one from, I think it was from Mango, or maybe Mango, long time ago, before before I could really like want to buy anything really expensive. But it was a Toblerone shape. It had a more triangle shape, but still East West. And it was a point in time that was really popular. And you would think, that kind of shape, how oh no, it wasn't before actually it was when I was in university. I had that bag. So it's long, it's Toblerone, so it's triangle, and it had a long strap. It was so good to use. But yeah, the trend went came back again with Prada, and then it disappeared again. So this one also, it will come and go, but I guess it will come back if you think about it. Like if what I'm thinking of is, say this design works for me, right? Then I like it, I can use it, wait for the trend to die, buy the real luxury version, and then wait for it to come back. But it doesn't matter, right? Because it's still quite clean. It's not so busy, like you've got big embroideries on it or big words on it. It's still very simple. But yeah, it's definitely a trend. It's one of those styles that maybe because it's shorter, it's like a fatter bag, people will feel like, you can't put taller things, say your iPad. So always go back to the more traditional style of handbags. I don't know what about it that it doesn't seem to stay.
I feel like it's almost the awkward, like longer strap, yet it's still a shoulder bag, not quite crossbody, and also not quite
Mm,
with this particular shape in general. Also, the zipper, I mean, zipper openings and this kind of shape also kind of bugs me. Again, it's very personal to me. Like my opinion may not even be accurate, but I just, from what I've seen, right, this shape is so fun, and it's so nice and trendy to look at. It photographs so well. It can still be a fun bag for you if that's the shape that you enjoy, but it's definitely not as mainstream classic. Like, okay, I'm gonna pull this comment. Blue Egyptian says East West is classic. It's a rectangular shaped bag, like medium classic flap. I think they're I think it's a little more different. The medium classic flap is still a flap bag at the end of the day. The chain seems more fluid. With this one, or with similar to these ones, the strap is more rigid, and the East West is more exaggerated. It's much longer. It's not even a rectangle. Like it is a rectangle, but it's a much longer rectangle. So in my opinion, it's a little bit more oddly shaped than the more traditional rectangular flap shape.
yeah.
I think it's the ratio. The ratio is a little bit more exaggerated.
I know what you're coming from, because it's the strap, right? Say like now, because it's trendy, and for a while a bag would be useful, right? Because the straps would just like fall to the side like rabbit ears, like really long rabbit ears, and then you just deal with it because it's fun and it's now. But in actual fact, these two rabbit ears bag straps, they are in the way. They're like, they're just really long and floppy everywhere. So I can imagine why after a while people, like, lack of a better word, like fed up. Something more. They just fall to the side of the bag. It doesn't kind of like I've got to navigate around the straps. I think could be one reason after a while people will just go back to the regular shapes because they're long.
I own a East West similar to the shape bag before, a little bit smaller proportions. It was from what's the brand again? Oh my gosh. It's the contemporary brand. What's not Coach, the other one. Suddenly I forgot the name, but everyone knows it. Oh my god. Anyway, it's Coach kind of price range, and It was
Tory
really cute.
Burch? No.
No, it's not Tory Burch.
Kate Spade.
Oh, yes, Kate Spade, and it was red, my favorite color. And I remember hardly using it. On top of that, that bag, it broke. Like one of the D-rings, or I can't remember, something broke, and I sent it back to Kate Spade for them to fix it. And then when it came back, well, first of all, I blame DHL because at the time it came back, they sent it back, but then they never left a note. They never left a notification. And back then, they don't even really, like, they don't email or notify you or anything, right? There's no
Mhm.
electronic notification. They just leave a paper or like a sticker, but they never did that. So I never knew it came back. They were almost gonna chuck it. So anyway, at that point, I already knew because I hardly used it, and plus it broke on me, I suppose. I just knew after that experience that I'm not into these east-west shape. It's just not convenient for me personally. But yeah, the
Mm.
trend was definitely, that was so long ago. That was before I still lived in Montreal. So that was, yeah, almost 15 or
Years.
yeah, a long
Well,
time.
I'm gonna give it a go, but definitely not
Yeah,
luxury.
sure, for
Like,
sure.
just not gonna do the luxury because it's just. I mean, can you imagine what if I buy that LV version? They have an LV version that looks like this, but the pockets at the side, super beautiful. I saw it in store, and then it doesn't work for me like shoes. I'm like, no. All right, let's move on to the next one. I'll let all of you know how Stan Oil. Stan Oil. I hate the name. Like, gosh, Stan Oil. Here we go. Here
Yeah.
we go.
The
It has
one
jumped
I like,
from.
but I like the smaller version of this, the mini version.
Oh, oh, you like the mini? Okay, I like the
Yeah.
small. Yeah, it has jumped from Stan Oil to Cartier. I I don't know whose video was I watching. I don't know, for a while, right? And this is the watch that I've always admired. But I don't know, I just never thought I would really add it to a wish list. And this is like adding that watch, like sort of like, oh, okay, wouldn't it be nice? So there are two versions. So the version which is stainless steel, really pretty. Like it's, even though it's stainless steel, but the shine is just, wow, perfection. But then, of course, I tried the gold and oh my goodness, that is a gorgeous watch. Okay. So they have three colors. They have stainless steel, so silver. They have rose gold and they have gold, like yellow gold. I tried the rose gold as well. And now rose gold does not look good on me. For some reason, maybe because the watch is also it's thicker, the small size, the band's bigger. The pink hue in the rose gold. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the right word, like blends or just dulls my skin tone. What about the yellow? Whew. Wow. But the price tag is it's like over $1,000. Ah, yeah. Anyway. I sent it to my boss and I said, one day when I retire and I decide that I want a gold watch, maybe, huh? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Such a gorgeous jewelry piece that can tell time. The other way around.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think because I'm not, I say I'm not a watch person only because I just I don't spend this kind of money on watches. I just don't do it. But for me, it has to be so uniquely like a differentiating aspect of it, which in Cartier's benefit, what they excel at is just they make it look so pretty. Not to fault the other watch brand, but for me, the other watch brand almost feels too sporty, and I love something that is like you look at it and you just like, oh, you can't. you can't stop but admire, not because of the watch technology, I suppose. Like, it's nothing to do with that. It has more to do with the aesthetic. And Gatsu does it so well. Just the way the chain, like every little nub, I don't know how to describe it, like the chain part, the links, they're just so fluid and rounded, and like it just stays close to the wrist. It's so nice. Similar to the
Yeah.
baignoire, it's like just like a piece. It's like a piece of jewelry. It just looks so good.
Yeah. Have you ever tried this watch in store?
No, but I've seen so many people from all kinds of different wrist size, and that's the reason why I like the mini, because I like something more dainty and jewelry like. I
Mm,
could care less if it tells the time properly because I look at my phone anyway. So it's more about the outside, not so much the time part. But yeah,
totally.
have not tried it
So
yet.
funny story. This morning, because I bring my dog for to swim, and I was at the beach. There was this lady, nice lady, that came and talked to me because her dog was playing my dog, and I looked at her and I was like, "Oh my god!" She was wearing this watch, this gold watch, Cartier. Obviously, she had a few Cartier bracelet, Cartier watch, and I was like, as I was talking to her, I was admiring her wrist. I was like, "Yeah, this is the life, you you wear your watch to the beach." It is beautiful. It's like you wouldn't wear a watch to the beach, like in this kind of mechanical watch, but because it's so like a piece of jewelry, you don't even think it's just arm candy. It's wow. Eileen, this, oh my god, this watch is growing on me wildly. It is extremely expensive. Oh, 30 grand. Okay, 30 grand Singapore dollars. Like what? It's okay. We'll just admire it from afar.
For
All right,
now.
next. Never know. Yeah, next one. Okay, this is another bag that's growing on me wildly. And I'm, yeah, I'm more and more, I'm thinking about it like for a big bag. And there's something about the whole look. So silver and black and the monogram. It's it's not bad. It's not bad. And the price point is pretty okay as well. I love the interior, which is leather, and I like how it actually fits a lot of stuff. So I'm actually thinking about getting this bag for sort of like my work and my travel. And I'm for some reason the 30 doesn't seem so big anymore. I don't know what happened. So let me show you the next picture, which is actually me trying it in store. Look at it. Oh man.
I like that it's
Yeah.
black trim. The black trim, I've always liked black trim with monogram, actually. I think it's so edgy and different.
You know, I'm opposite. I never liked it. I always thought that the Speedy looks best with Vaquera, the brown trim, but for some reason, because I think the difference is the silver hardware.
Hmm.
Black, silver hardware, and the monogram. Something about it, I was like, wait, this works. This black trim works.
But they always make silver hardware with the black trim, though. I mean,
Yeah,
they
you see, I
always
never
use silver
paid
hardware.
attention to it. I was like, now that I was looking, I was like, oh, it works.
If you think about even the Murakami, the black trim Murakami Nano is also in silver hardware. I'm pretty sure.
Mm,
They only do the gold hardware when it's in the Vaquera Hachette.
yes. And wait, let me go back to the okay, so this handle, like this, it's basically the handle but longer, right? It's the rolled handle leather. It's really comfortable. Like looking at the picture, because it's not very thick, right? It's as thick as the handle, but just extra long. Yeah, it was comfortable on the shoulder. It didn't dig in. It molded very nicely. I actually tried it on with my things inside. Of course, with a bigger bag, you would put more things, right? Put everything, my water bottle, everything. Obviously, it's heavy, but I had stuff in this bag. So let me go to the next slide. I had okay. So this bag, when I'm holding it, I had my water bottle. I had my iPad. I had my phone. I had another phone, so another phone. My keys, my passport. I was at the airport. Look at it. Look at the shape. It didn't even go out of shape. Strange. Because I would
Yeah,
think, I always
nice.
in my head, I always think speedies would drop at the bottom, like blah, like a pit. But it didn't. I wonder if it's because of the leather lining on the inside.
Yeah, this is nice actually. Clearly shows that you like you've always liked LV, and I think it's just you're back to loving LV again and rediscovering it. It clearly suits you.
Yeah. I'm considering this. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe after my holidays, there's some spare cash lying around. Maybe I'll do it. It's not too expensive. And it comes, oh, they did have a price increase. When I saw it online, one day it was 4,005. The next day it was 4,650. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. But yes, I'm interested. So we'll see. I might add this to my collection in the coming months. I have to kind of like, because with LV, to me, LV is sort of like a workhorse kind of bag. Like, I want to just use it. But I want to make sure that because it is monogram, it is a bit louder. Not that loud, but it is still. So that's what's kind of holding me back. I did try the Emperant version, but it didn't. Yeah, this one works. This one somehow works. So interested, very interested. Oh, Lai sharing. Okay, hang on. Lai sharing. I bought the Speedy Soft 30 flight mode. Oh my gosh, I like that one too. And I agree, the rounded shoulder strap is very comfy. I use it for a day on travel and I highly recommend it. Thank you for instigating me more. Oh, Joe's back from election duties. Yeah, today is a public holiday in Singapore because it is election day. I have to say, I've been watching so many Singapore Instagram election sharings, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good for entertainment and information, of course. Okay, last one. Guys, I like this ring. I think it's new.
No, it was around for a while. It just may not have
Oh,
been in stock. Yeah, it's been
right.
around.
Oh, man, it's so pretty. I love
It's
it.
very
I love it.
clean.
It's very clean. The diamonds are pretty. They shine. And it's so comfortable. Okay. Because I have bony fingers. This one wraps around the finger like a glove. I love it. I don't love the price, but I love it. If somebody sells this in the pre-love market, I'm getting it. Anybody got Birkin bait? I think it's how much was it? When I tried it that day, I think it was nearly 7,000 in the store. Like, what? No. So yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait for the resale market because I'm sure they'll be around. I haven't seen any on the resale market, so we'll wait a bit. Yeah, I'll consider this one. Oh, so Eileen saying she saw the bracelet version of this. Damn pretty. Yeah. Oh, maybe the bracelet was 7,000. No, I think they're about the same price. The ring and the bracelet, because it's the same Shandong head, but one is just a bracelet and this one's a ring. It's actually really, really comfortable.
Unfortunately, yeah, I tried the bracelet about 2 years ago. Unfortunately, what didn't work is that it was the T toggle, and it's
Oh,
also
yeah.
because the chain part is actually really pretty, but the toggle and also the length is super. You guys know, right? The shortest size we get is SH, which like literally there was so much toggle dangling off of it. Would totally. I think I remember I did this and it even came off of my hand. Like it
Oh my
literally just,
goodness.
like it just slides off because it was too big. Yeah. But yeah, it's been. I think it's probably, you know what, I don't know if it's super popular, but I definitely remember this line. Yeah, it's been around. It's just they don't always have stock.
Right. So because I have the ring, I have a very similar ring, right? The one that is, I think you have it too, the
Mm-hmm.
triangle. And
Mm-hmm.
that ring, I have actually sent it back to store
Oh, why is that?
because I want to get it resized. And
Oh, they do it?
I don't I don't know. So
Oh.
so I actually asked my essay to check, and because it's a small resize, it's just a tad. So they're actually gonna check if they are willing to do it. They're not, then I'll just get a third party. But it would be nice if Hermes says, yeah, sure, we'll cut it for you and tighten it a little bit.
Mm.
Because I want it to be in size 51. But I bought it at a size 52. And when I bought it in 52, I felt like it fit better. But for some reason, this year it's like rolling on my finger. I just cannot wear
Mm.
it. Yeah, so I'll try. But it'll be nice to have one in white gold. Wow. Anyway, adding this to my wish list, not something that I would definitely want to buy, like, because it's not cheap. But if I do see a good bargain in the resale market, especially here in Singapore, it comes with full set and everything, and in my size, which is 51, yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Nice.
All right. Yes. Okay, can we go back out? So that's our updated wish list. I think this is sort of like a big wish list, lah, huh? I mean, I cannot imagine buying the Panther watch. That's just crazy. It'd be nice
One
though.
day. It may not be now as in the next couple years, but never say never.
Oh, so Joe, you sold your ring. Oh, that's a good. Maybe I should do that. Huh? I sold my finesse ring also because it's too big. I bought a size 50 and need a 49. Never again will I get the right size in the future. Never again I will get the right size in the future. And you got it secondhand for the right size. Yeah, that's a good idea. I might actually consider doing that. If MS comes back to me and say, look, too bad, can't do anything, then yeah, I might actually do a swap or something if somebody has a swap with the reseller here.
Especially because where you are in Singapore, there's so much, just like in terms of availability and like you can see it in person, try it in person. It's such a good idea.
Mm.
Here, I feel like you definitely don't there's not many opportunities like that. I feel it
Mm.
would be very hard to resell jewelry and not lose a ton of money to a point where you just don't. It's not even worth it to do it. Basically,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah. And then actually you do lose quite a bit if you resell your Hermes jewelry.
yeah. But if
Hermes
you
jewelry
already
is
bought it
definitely more than half price
pre,
off.
yeah, if you already bought it pre-love, then it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like if you buy VCA, or Cartier. I'm not sure about Bulgari. Because Bulgari, I've been watching Maddie's videos lately. She's been having a few unboxings. Yeah, these few brands, sorry, except for Bulgari, because I'm not sure, but I noticed that they hold their price much better. If you decide to, swap it out, you want to upgrade, you want to say you want to get it with diamonds, you don't lose as much. But Hermes one, wow, it's crazy. It's like 30% of what you paid for. I don't know. Maybe people just price it down because it's Birkin bait.
Yeah, because they could just easily buy it from the store as well, as long as it's available. I think stock is just the main issue, sizing sometimes, but stock usually. And if you need to spend anyway, right? Might as well spend it on your own Birkin bait. That's how it is here. And I feel like because of that reason, if I actually really like Hermes jewelry myself. I think their designs are really, it's just different. You just can't find the same designs elsewhere. Yes, they are absolutely Birkin bait. Absolutely. But they're also, aside from that, they're also quite unique. So in that sense, it is not technically worth it money-wise, but it's worth it if you really like the design. And so I'm totally okay to buy their jewelry. I think it just comes down to, if you want to be a bit more strategic to buy it for the right reasons, right? For the right bag, for the right offer, or timing. And sometimes it's not even that you don't want to buy it, but by the time you want to buy it, then they don't have it in stock. Like things like that. This is for me, like the bracelet, especially. I could have bought it, I think 2, maybe 3 years ago by now, and the price has gone up so many times. And initially my reasoning was that they don't have my size because they just never carry this size here. And so at this point, I'm even contemplating buying just the size that they have and just live with it, or just send it away and get it resized, which they do charge for that. For a resizing of a bracelet, they do charge.
Oh, they do? At time of purchase?
Mm-hmm. That's what my essay was. She already suggested that 2 years ago when I was able to try it in store, because they never had stock. And so finally they had stock, right? Because it was shortly after the pandemic. So stock started to slowly come in. And I, for the first time, had the chance to try it finally. But because every time they had it, it was always SH, SH, SH. And so my essay said that some of her clients, they just bought it anyway because you just never even get stock before. And they just send it, like literally brand new, you buy it, send it to Paris to have it resized, but they do charge a fee for that. And you don't have the bracelet for a few months, which is kind of like ridiculous, which is why I didn't do it. But in hindsight, it would have been better that I did that, because look at how much it costs now. And I still don't have the bracelet. So yeah, but
How much
it's
is
hard.
it now? That bracelet, the one with the diamonds, right? How much is it now?
Yeah. How much?
70.
Oh, with tax, like over 17. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. It would have been, if I bought it earlier, it would have been closer to 14. So paying well over 3K, like, so 1,000 a year in price increase. Yeah, it hurts. So maybe, like I said, I should have listened to my essay the first time. Buy it anyway. It doesn't fit. Send it away. Pay a few $100 to send it away. Have it resized. And then, but then, like, I wouldn't have known, right? Like, it's just one of those things. Like, at the time, it didn't make sense. It still doesn't really make sense, but sometimes maybe that's what you have to do if you really want the bracelet. And maybe like there's really nothing else you want to buy other than, because I actually do like that jewelry line. I actually like the earrings, the choker. I actually like the whole line. Yeah.
Tiffany's asking which bracelet. This is the
Chain.
Kelly chain.
Yeah. Kelly
chain.
Shen. Yeah.
The one that has the turn lock, and I think it has the
with the
the
pave,
loops.
the half pave. There's a full pave
Another,
version. That one's
I
very.
saw it online the other day. I think I saw one reseller selling it. Let me see.
There's for North America, the only reseller that I saw it on is on Fashion File, and yes, you can save a few thousand. I still wouldn't buy it only because, again, I would save if I would save like a couple of thousand, let's say, right, 2,000-3,000, but okay, first I have to buy it from the US, so tax duty, that also, like, I didn't count that yet, right? So that knocks off some of the savings. And if I'm gonna spend that amount of money to buy a bracelet, I might as well just, again, use it as the Birkin bait amount, like pre-spend. Like, it just, yeah, it's a lot of figuring out, even though really it's not worth that price. Okay, it's a very expensive bracelet, but it's sort of one of those things, like, do you want the thing that will come with it or not,
Yeah,
if
I just
saw
maybe
a smaller piece of jewelry, then yeah, buying it from Fashion File might make sense, but this is quite a substantial piece of jewelry. And yeah,
there's this reseller here in Singapore, Lux Lexicon. They have quite a lot of bags, a lot of everything, right? But I do think that she gets quite a bit of jewelry, and I'm quite sure I saw that jewelry, that bracelet. But you're right. I mean, it's not even at the resale. It's not like $1,000. It's still
very expensive. Like, it's still probably, they probably still sell it for like 10K, right? Because it's 17K. So if they sell it at 10
oh, here
over
we go. Yeah. Okay, so there's one here. Look.
How much are they selling it for?
8,000.
Oh, that's low. You can't find that deal here. That's very low, actually.
It's XS.
I know. It's on top of that is my size, my correct size. I know.
Oh my gosh,
you can't find the XS here. Can't find it.
Wow, it's new in box. With every end of month. Oh, it's about a month, but might be sold already.
Regardless, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, that would never be available here. We just don't even have that size.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah. Oh my goodness. The price. Oh, Tiffany's saying she has the Kelly Grommet.
Yeah, that's really cute too. That one's a little bit more chunkier. I actually tried that one a lot in Hong Kong. Still really pretty though. A little bit more chunky though. The chain is
that
more
one's sort of like the chain, thicker chain. Yeah. I think I've seen it.
That one stands up on its own. Like, you don't even need to stack it. It just looks so good on its own because it has enough substance.
Oh my gosh, MC, you're right.
Yeah, you know what? They might have it in the US, but Canada just doesn't receive the XS size. We don't have it here. I tried. I even asked my SA to try to see if she could maybe make a not special order, but like see if they can order directly from France. And she told me no. So yeah.
Like, okay, so let's just do like if you could go to Paris, say for a trip, off the wish list, right? You'd be able to get something. Like, what would you buy? Because most of them you can buy overseas and get some tax refund. But for you have to pay after that you come back. But
yeah, so it would be about the same price.
Because the retail is cheaper.
Yeah, if I go to Paris, for me, the thing that for sure would trump any like not just stock, but like the fact that you can even get it is any handbags, because whether it's non-quota or quota, it doesn't matter. But it, like to get any handbag offers that if even if you get non-quota, it will delay your quota, right? So like to get bags in general, that would be great for me in Paris. Otherwise, I think in Paris, or just in Europe generally, the fine jewelry at Hermes is actually cheaper. Retail price is cheaper than buying here. So if that comes with an offer, like a pretty good offer, I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know, obviously when I come back, I have to pay the tax and everything. So it'll equal, like price wise, it will equal out a little bit, but it's the opportunity to get something, you know, it's more for that for me. Yeah. Yeah.
If I go to Paris, of course, try the H game, right? But you know, I heard. I mean, the general consensus is it's really hard, and I don't know if I want to walk away from there being disappointed. So if, like, you know, because you kind of go and then you spend, you drop some cash, and then you get no appointments. And I'm not a lucky person. I don't have a lucky star, so I don't think I would get anything. So I think if I go to Paris and I want to commemorate my trip, I might consider getting the watch.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah. It's French brand, French watch.
French brand, French watch.
Eileen, I just read Eileen's comment. She tried, yes, Amy, I tried the Kelly Gourmet. It's a statement on its own. Very expensive. It's actually more than 15K now. You probably tried it a while ago, because the Gourmet with the pave diamonds, retail pre-tax is already 20 odd K. So with tax is like 23, 24K, probably 23, to at least 23 plus K. It's quite expensive. I tried the Gourmet. I tried both the Gourmet and the Kelly Jean in Hong Kong, because they have the tiny sizes, and it's so beautiful. Too bad I'm not there long enough to maybe chase a bag. To, you know, it would be nice. Maybe next time. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, Grace Lee's sharing. They don't carry XS in Malaysia either. I went for the short, and when I put it on my wrist, I twist the chain once or
Yeah,
twice.
I
to
tried
make
that. It didn't work.
How do you
You have to
twist
twist like a whole lot more for me, probably. Because I have a
Kind of
whole one link extra. And you know the Kelly Jean links are pretty big. But that's the difference, right? XS and then short. So it's one every time you move a size, I think it's one extra link more, which is
one set lah, like the link and the circle, right? Because it's a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's quite a lot, no? That's like almost more than
it's more than a centimeter.
oh yeah, and an inch
Sure.
plus.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people who, because like again, right? Like there's a lot of other people that probably have tiny wrists here and they still buy it, but they would wear it a lot lower, like it would be here basically. Which is a good look if that's what you like. I mean, I would prefer if it was here, because I don't want it to move and then like it will always like clink against this bracelet, unless I always just wear it here, which, you know, it could be an eventuality, like I said, because if I like one day I'm just gonna be like, I either buy it now or just, because I'm not gonna be able to stomach another price increase. It's already too high. Might as well just get it over with. You never know. I don't know, because it's one of those things. If I don't get it here, then I have to get it somewhere else, and they better have the size then too. And you never just can't guarantee. And so if I get it here, then I might have to settle with the sizing issue. Or maybe just wear it a while and then see if I want to send it away to have it resized, like one of those things, right? Like
Mm.
maybe.
Joe, I was contemplating Paris shopping for a while, but I still prefer the certainty of shopping pre-loved and getting
True.
exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
yeah,
especially if
no.
you have the option to do so where you are, which is it's a huge luxury to be able to do that for
Mm.
sure. And it's fun when you can do that. Like you know exactly what you're getting into. You budget for it. You get it.
Mm.
You know everything is just straightforward. You know, no games, no waiting.
Yeah, no waiting. I think that one. I mean, waiting a little bit is okay, but the whole uncertainty and the dance, the tango.
Yeah.
Ayo, it's tiring. Yeah, tiring. If it's straight, if it's really really straightforward, fine. But yeah, there's a bit of a that tango. Dance a little bit too much already. They're tired. Forget it. No more. Jules love the sneakers. Oh, yeah, they are comfy. I tried when I mentioned that I tried one of the members' shoe when we were in Hong Kong. I said, "Oh my gosh, they are so comfy," but it's only a try. Like try 1 foot.
Mm.
I don't really know if I walk after walking 2 hours in them how my troubled foot would feel. So that's more of yeah, that's more personal, but I do think they're really, really soft. The backing at the back of the shoe it just hugs behind the heel. It and it's soft. The leather is so soft, and it's quite a low profile. It's not um, I like low profile shoes, but it's not like so much of that padding that I feel like I'm trying to balance on the shoe. So overall, I think the shoe is great, but yeah, can't get it anyway. So forget it. Forget it. Moving along.
Unfortunately, with shoes, I feel like at least for all the shoes that I buy, I'm talking luxury, strictly luxury, right? Because those are the ones that cost an arm and a leg. I feel like 50% of my shoes don't really work out, and you're stuck with it.
Mhm,
Seriously, it's just like
mhm.
I have shoes that I'm still trying to make work. Like I'm trying to. I finally I bought the proper things to expand. I'm like leaving it there for days now to see if it would like at least expand half a size. I don't have a lot of faith in it because apparently it's hard to like expand half a size. Um, and especially because for me, it's the problem area tends to always be where it's at the height of the toes, so that's very hard
Mm.
to expand. You can expand height this way and maybe length this way, but the height of a shoe this way is very hard to do. So we'll see
Unless you
because
put tissue, like you stuff tissue first and then put the shoe expander so that it will push it up.
I'm
That's
telling
what
you, babe, like it's just these shoes. I'm so desperate because I actually love them. They're so nice and they're white, my favorite shoe
Mm.
color, bag color, and like they're so nice on the feet. But they're right there, literally. As I'm looking at them, but it pains me to know that I already sized up and it's still the height of the the toe box is very
That's interesting,
narrow for
right?
me. Um,
Hmm.
it sucks. And that's like a couple, not maybe at the time, not quite a couple thousand, but still like 15, $1,600 down the drain. Yeah, I can wear it for 10 minutes. Like, oh, you can wear it like just for short errands. That's still a waste. I have plenty of shoes I can wear for just plain
Mm.
little errands, So, yeah, shoes are so tricky. Because of that reason, I truly feel like half of the shoes that I have, they are just, it's just money spent on just trying to see if it works out. They definitely don't work out as intended.
Mm.
And reselling shoes is impossible too. It's very hard.
It's very hard unless you go dirt cheap and
And
get
people
brand
have
new.
to have the exact size that they need, like that
Mm.
you have, which is very hard to find people with the exact size as you.
Winter suit. Okay, come. I recently bought a Goyard hobo. Will both of you be getting any
Mm,
Goyard bags? I'm kind of off this kind of printed bags for the moment after my
mm,
Foray Lepage um incident or situation. Having said that, I got a lot of comments on the video saying that Goyard, they've never experienced any of that peeling with Goyard. The other problems with Goyard, like maybe the strap, is it? Yeah, I can't remember. I
yeah,
think
the
the
strap tends
strap.
to crack.
Okay, strap tends to crack. So it's either this problem or the other problem. So I say, you know what? Never mind. It's just not.
For me, we don't have this brand here, so it's very hard for me to shop this brand. Last time I was able to take a look at this brand was in Hong Kong. I did go inside the one inside the Peninsula store. It's a very small store, although I'm not sure if, relatively speaking, if it's a bigger store already. I'm not sure, but I have to say I didn't have the best impression. At least, first of all, I when I went in, like the sales associates there, they didn't really say hi. Like maybe they nodded or maybe they did say hi. I can't remember, but they weren't overly like very customer focused. First of all, they were just more
Mm,
kind of like just checking me out to make sure. I don't know, just to
suss you
check.
out.
Yeah. Um, and then I because I feel like because I didn't have any like there was no friendliness or like proactive coming over to ask me if they can help me with something, then I just looked around, and then maybe for that reason they also didn't really give me extra service after that. But also generally speaking, when I looked around and I just saw the products, I wasn't necessarily impressed either. I don't know how to
Mm,
put it in words. It's very I think you have to have like you have to be really interested in that kind of art, like the
the
printed
printed art.
pattern on canvas, right? It's sort of like it's a very specific vibe, and I'm not necessarily into that myself. I wouldn't be opposed to getting something, but I just feel like the lack of service plus the small store, and then I was just like, okay, well, nothing looks that impressive anyway. So like kind of I feel like because of that reason, I wouldn't buy anything. Plus, I don't have access to the store here locally.
Mm,
Um, that could change. If someone suddenly gave me really good service and all that, that could change. I might start off with a small leather goods. A
yeah.
tote, I'm not sure. I tend to try to stay away from bigger bags.
Yeah. I like I think Goyard was a contender when I was looking for a tote, like a luxury tote between Goyard, Foreign Lepage, LV. But I went with Foreign Lepage. I mean, it's still a good bag, but except that it's just like that. So interesting because my video is still going on, and I got a few comments. I get comments every almost daily on it. So the most recent one was somebody said that her mom had the same bag, similar bag, and had the same experience. They had a lot of peeling and chipping. So they actually, I can't recall whether she said fix or replace, but Forever Lepage did something for the bag. So she was telling me go to the store and tell them because they do have to send it to Paris. So I think I'm gonna do that. I have been busy, so it may be tomorrow. I will keep everybody up because I know some people they have the bag. They're like, let us know what happens in the store. So there were mixed comments, right? About some people saying Forever Plush did nothing. A couple that said they did something. Um, So I don't know which one will I be. We will see. We will see. But for Goya, though I don't hear anyone say about the peeling, I'm a little bit, yeah, I've got a bit of phobia. Like you feel like I can't do anything with flaking. I can deal with peel, handles breaking, sew it back, but I can't do anything with it. This kind of flaking. It just will continue to flake and flake.
I must say, for printed canvas, I still very much like the monogram on LV. If anything were to push me towards a brand like Goya or Forêt La Page, which very unlikely, but if it were, it would be for just a different color, for the color, like the color of the print, right? Because with LV, it's just brown and beige. Unless you do the they have the personalization, but then it's just the stickers on top of it, right? And I think that they have the stripes too now. Which, yeah, it would be for those reasons, but very unlikely, I feel, for me to get those.
Oh, CK saying I love my Goya GM. Perfect work tote and mom bag. Oh, because it is also really, really light, right? You can squish it up and, it's very malleable. I want a Constance 18.
It's a very different bag.
It's a very different bag. Yeah. Double bag it, CK. Tote, big fluffy mom bag, and then a nice crossbody Constance 18.
When it pertains to traveling bag, so the following comment. Oops. Actually, I survived all the abuse. That's good to hear. I think for me, I just really enjoy my cheap Longchamp or Le Sport Sac. Those Le Sport Sac, those two nylon brands, they're just awesome. And I truly don't have to worry. Like I just don't even, because when I'm traveling, I'm so tired and I'm dragging my stuff and I'm like literally you put it on places that you don't know how clean it is. I don't have to worry about that because they're so affordable and they're actually still quite durable for what they are. Yes, they do wear and tear eventually, but for what I've been using mine, maybe because I was lucky to get, because my tote from Longchamp that I use for travel is it's kind of coated and it has like the limited edition print, so it's a little bit waterproof on top of that. Maybe that's why it's so good. It's such a good one. I actually bought that one in Hong Kong over 10 years ago now. I'm still using that one. For me, that's the workhorse. Like that replaces any other branded totes, canvas, printed, whatsoever. Like it's just so good. Every time I use that bag, I always get asked, like, where did you get it? When did you get it? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's like such an old bag. I can't even tell you. It's an old limited edition. Yeah.
Yeah, not Le Sauce. Yeah, Longchamp's Le Pliage, is it? Is that the one? Le Pliage. It's so, yeah, it's so tough. I've had one that like you, I think long time. I retired it only last year. It was tearing, but it was good double-digit amount of years. And I tortured that bag. Traveling, gym, work, scraping on the ground. Not abused, tortured. It's like bad. Finally, it gave out, but it gave out where? It gave out at the handles. So,
okay.
Not the bottom of the bag. Like the bottom of the bag, I think it'll go another 10 years before it disintegrates. But it was the handle of the bag where they sewed it to the bag. but the lining was peeling off, so it was like ripping from that part because of the weight, of the pulling and tugging and lifting and dragging and all of that. So, but yeah, it took a beating.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
I'm gonna see if I can, because I mean, I do have my tote over there, but I think because I have a whole collection video. I just want to go to, because mine is it's true though. I've never seen that ever since. I've never seen Longchamp make it again. The canvas literally has a coating that pretty much makes it waterproof. And although I don't use it like you, I don't use it every day. I really just use it for travel and so let me see if I can find the spot that I am showing it. So if I can just
Is it the one with the Eiffel Tower in it?
no. That let's see, I have it here. I'm gonna see if I can just okay. How do I let me see if I can share this. How would I do it?
Comment. Can you remove this sharing? Let's see. Can you do that?
Yeah. Let's see, because I have to play my video. Okay, 11 minutes. Okay. I'll also I can you can link it, you can just go back and watch it, you guys. But this is my bag, literally. It's so good.
Is it it's a collection video?
Yeah, it's a collection video, so I don't know if it'll show here properly. Does it show properly for you guys? Can you see it?
Yeah. No sound.
Yeah, I didn't put sound, but it's this one. Oh,
Oh yeah.
I showed it so fast. This one. You see the canvas is totally different. That on the left. You see?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I guess it's still my favorite one because I could never find, like, these are just the regular ones that you have now, but that other one, like I said, I bought it in Hong Kong over 10 years ago, and every time I use it, everyone's like, "Where did you find that?" I'm like, "A long
Oh.
time ago, so long ago." Like,
I mean, this is long ago. Look at your earrings. They were the big CC earrings. Look at that.
I know, but the bag is even longer because I bought it before. I bought it even before I started my channel. Like, I bought it so long ago. This one. And it was literally like, you can tell the gloss on top. It's like, it's still a canvas, but like it has some sort of coating that just makes it like the water would just glide off of it. Can you tell?
Yeah.
It's my
There's
favorite
a
one.
coating on it.
Literally my favorite one. Yeah,
I've
I
never
only have
seen
one
this.
Longchamp collection video, so it's pretty easy to find.
Yeah,
That's
I've never seen
literally my favorite one. And that's why I said I never had the urge or the need to find anything similar at Goya or any other brands, because this, for me, this is more than a workhorse. It's like so good.
I don't think they make that anymore. Like that
They
kind of
don't.
coating.
I've never seen any.
Never. Oh, somebody's here. Got the Buckner.
Oh,
Miming has
Benoit.
it. I got it. I got this watch, and the
Oh,
JUC choker would
oh
definitely
my gosh, you're giving me
recommend.
FOMO. You're giving me FOMO. I love both of them. They're so unique. Like, I think for me, that's what it is. Like, I'm okay to not to spend on everything. I don't buy many things, I feel. But when I do like something, I'm like zoned into it, and I really want it. Obviously, I'm not buying it just for timing wise is not the right time and all that, but I love them. They're so unique.
if I had to choose and be biased, I'm gonna say the watch.
Yeah, the
I mean,
watch
I
is
like
a
the
good one.
choker. I like the
For me?
JUC, but I buy the
Oh,
watch.
oh
Like
yeah,
between
yeah.
these
The watch would
two,
be good.
my, I think the watch just looks more. It's more classic. You can every day. You can wear it every day. I feel like
Hmm.
the necklace, though it's really nice, but it's a statement. A little bit like the Tiffany hardware one, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
I go with the watch. Oval shapes are coming back. I actually just sent my boss's watch. She has a Chopard. What's it called? The one with the diamonds are floating on the watch. One of the Chopard watches. Many years ago, she's had it. So I don't know how my boss wears her watch, but one of the Roman alphabets popped up from the.
Oh.
There's a word for it from the face. Yes, from the face it came out. So anyway, I helped her send it back because she bought it in Singapore. So I took it for her and then I sent it to the store. And yeah, it's also this oval shape, and this was long time ago. 10 years since she bought it. They don't even make it anymore because I went to the store. I was like, hey, do you
Mm.
still make this watch? She said, oh, they don't make this. They or discontinued the model.
Mm-hmm.
It's called dancing diamonds or something like that, because when you move, the diamonds on the watch will float. They look like they're
Is it
dancing.
Happy Diamonds?
Oh yes, happy diamonds.
Yeah,
Thank
there you
you.
go.
Yep. Happy diamonds. Yeah. And so you can buy. Oh my god, I went with her. I think they come with 7 diamonds floating, so they look really cute. But that time, you could even add more diamonds, so you could customize the watch as well. You could add like stars. You can add your alphabet. You can add art shapes. So you get more diamonds on top. Like you're blocking all the alphabets. You're
That's
blocking the
really
time
cool.
already. Yeah. Anyway, coming back to that. So it was an oval shape and it's really pretty. Now, because when I took it and I sent it back, I was like looking at it, I was like, yeah, nice. Actually, this oval shape, very nice. Yeah, happy
Stacy
diamond.
has a question. Amy,
Do you
do you
speak
speak
French?
French? Oui, je suis trilingue.
You're a
we
native
had
speaker,
one
right? Native.
we have a luxury live show a while ago. I think it was last year where I was teaching Kat how to say French luxury
Forgot
words
already.
properly. You can go back to watch that one. It's such a fun one. But it was not the most popular luxury live show. Probably people didn't care to pronounce things properly, but I thought I would do one because sometimes, that's the thing. Like sometimes I would get the odd occasional comments on my videos, and they're uh, like they love that I say the French words accurately. Sometimes I even try not to say it accurately just so that the audience understands. But yes, I do, because I grew up in Quebec, and I was born and raised there. I lived there for 30 years. But I predominantly, before going to college, it was all French because I learned French was my second language and English was my third. I learned English later on, actually, in life.
Mm.
Yeah. So, but very rusty now since it's been so many years. How long did I move here now? 15 years I moved to Vancouver. Um, which I don't use my French at all. At all. Any day. Every day. Never. So a little bit rusty in terms of like the fluency, but not definitely like the basics, the grammar, written and spoken, pronunciation. Just a lot of just sometimes I just have to think longer to say things. So in terms
Mm.
of the rustiness, that's where it is. It's kind of like if you, I don't know, if you, yeah, it's just that if you don't speak something for a long time, you might forget it. It's actually funny because my husband's brother-in-law, he's white, he's French Canadian. But even he said, I think even he said that his French is rusty, and I'm like, your French is not rusty, but even he feels that way because he doesn't speak it every day anymore. So it's kind of like that. If you don't speak every day, sometimes you just have to think longer to make out your sentences. Because I used to, for me, when I used to speak English, but I have to in my head translate from French to English, now I have to do the reverse because I'm more used to
Mm.
English nowadays. And I do, which doesn't always work out, right? Because grammatically and also the sometimes it just doesn't work out properly context wise. But yes, that's why you'll hear my here and there my French words, which actually is so funny because Jerusha always ends up saying that in her videos, like, oh, ask Amy this, ask Amy that. I'm like, why is she saying that? I'm like, that is so funny that she always refers to me. And I'm like, well, it's so sweet of her. Plus, I like that she makes the effort to try to say the things properly. It's actually really cute.
Yeah, she's saying that because you pronounce it. Yeah, because it
Yeah.
sounds so like that's how you say it. Yeah, bag not bag nor. It's say it again.
Baignoire.
Benoit. Bag
But it's
nor.
that's the thing. Like I don't expect people to say it properly, but I actually appreciate it when people make the effort. Like Jerusha makes the effort. She tries to say it properly, which is so funny. Like she will actually text me and ask me to say it, and I have to like voice message her so that she would remember and copy it and
That's so
re-say it
cute.
in the videos, which is really sweet. Like it's very good of her to try to do it properly.
Oh my gosh, Lai, thank you. I'll try. So there's this. So anyway, do you drink? Do you know what Milo is? Do you drink
Oh, isn't
Milo?
it like a chocolatey drink? I never tried it. Is it?
Okay,
Is
yeah,
it?
it's sort of like a chocolate drink.
Yeah.
It's like high sugar. Okay, it's just basically.
It's like Ovaltine, right? Ovaltine.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ovaltine and
So I
Ovaltine and
had that when I
Milo.
was younger, but I heard of
Mm,
Milo. I never tried it.
mm. I grew up on Milo because in
Okay.
Malaysia we used to in primary school. There used to be a Milo truck that would come to our school, and then all the kids, like I'll be like 10 years old, we're like lining up, and we're so adorable. And everybody would get this cup of Milo, and there's no Milo that tastes like the Milo truck's Milo, okay? Because it's I don't know, it's extra thick and creamy and milky. It's cold, and you're in school, and you're like, "Purr." You're like so good. Anyway, they're having some kind of plushy moment, and people just went crazy. Like aunties and uncles are grabbing Milo bags to buy. I mean, brilliant. And the plushies are like little Milo cups with hands and legs, and I was like, ooh, that's gonna make a nice toy for Nato. Yeah, so I saw Lai posted on her IG that you got the whole set, right? I think you got like there are 4 or 5 of them. There's the
Wow.
cup, there's the bread and something something. So I tried. I actually went to a couple of stores to try, but totally never seen it felt like COVID. Wiped out. No Milo. There's no Milo.
Yeah.
So funny.
Oh, une autre Québécoise. Lux and love. I'm also from Quebec. I live in the US for 18 years now, and my French is rusty. See, like it gets rusty because if you don't speak it every day, you just like you have to think backwards now, which is so the strangest thing. Like I never used to think backwards from English, right? It's always from French to English. Now I think backwards from English to French. And sometimes I also have like memory blanks. Like sometimes I would remember the word in French and I forget the word in English. It's just like the you just have like memory blanks sometimes, and it's interchangeable. But a funny thing, which I'm sure it happens to you too, Lux and Love, like because here everything when you buy any products, it's bilingual, right? It has French and it has English side.
Oh.
Yeah, always it has to have the two languages. So like you buy a box of cookies, it will have the French and the English. And so for me, I'm used to, like, I can read any side and I don't really turn it around. If it's on whatever side it is, I'll just see it and I'll know what it is. But I guess for me, I'm not aware that people around me don't read the French side. So they always have to turn it around. I'm like, oh, sorry, turn it around. But I'm sure for you, you feel the same way. It's sort of like you're bilingual, you know it. But you can feel a bit rusty because if you don't use it every day, you just start to lose it a little bit. Even
Totally.
if you're from
I get
Quebec.
this.
Yeah.
It's like me and Malay.
Yeah.
Malay language in Malaysia, I maybe 12 years of it. Well, how many years? Yeah, 12 years of studying it. I can pick up a newspaper, Malay newspaper, and I can read. I can read
Yeah.
it. But I cannot, it's like when I say, cakap, it will come out like, cannot really form a proper sentence fluently. But if I'm hearing somebody speak it, I totally understand what you're talking about. I get it. I can read it. I can hear it, but I just cannot. It doesn't come. It because I think after a while you lock into your main like English. I lock in. So I'll sort of start to translate from English to Malay. It will come out like
Yeah.
not smooth anymore.
But it just also you just need like to be in an environment where it's totally French again. Like if I just like literally just pluck me into France, Paris, or like Montreal for a couple months and I'll totally be back to normal again. I just need to be in that environment where I use it every day again and hear it every day again, and then I'll be fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's what you mean by bilingual, right? Because you actually are, but out of practice, you lose it. You don't lose it entirely. You just become rusty. Yeah, that's the right way. You're really rusty about it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's only what 1 month. Oh my gosh, it's May. You know, in a couple, I think next month or maybe July, we will do our mid-year. How is the luxury mindset going? Not doing so good. Actually, I have my vision board. Oh, not that great. How's yours coming along?
I mean, I got some things that I already checked off from the wish list, but in terms of the bigger ticket item, hasn't moved the needle yet, and it's beyond my control as well. So it is what it is.
Yeah, my mindset of like drink water, more water. Definitely not there. I got 2 months. Okay, we'll work on it. 2 months. Yeah, we usually do an update, right? A mindset, what we want to buy, what we want to do, what we want to collect, plus a wish list. Around July, is that when we usually do an update, mid-year update? Yeah, that would be I better buck up. I've got quite a few things that I've totally lost. Like, did not do. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at one there because I've got my vision board there. It says there, less phone, more life. That's my vision statement. No, man. It look like at night I'm playing my phone even more. Gosh.
A slow year for me, a slow start of the year for me. Other than what I already bought in the I did end up getting the shoes I wanted from my wish list, but that I did buy actually at the beginning of the year. It just suddenly was available. I saw it online, and I asked my SA right away because they ended up being very popular and almost sold out
Mm.
basically. And then a few things I got that were totally not even on my wish list, but I always ask, like the bathing suits. Ended up getting more. Actually, I ended up getting more actually that I haven't shown yet. But it's things like that they're not necessarily really on your wish list, but you always don't mind getting them, and it's kind of like a timing thing. If you show up and they have it, it's like it has to be there at
Mm.
the right time, right moment. But yeah, but it's been a slow beginning of the year, I would say. It's already May. It doesn't feel like May.
Yeah, it's like fast but slow, don't you think so? It's like I'm like, it's May. It's May.
Like I actually want it to be faster because I love summer weather. It's always too cold for me. You guys know, right? Like 3/4 of the years for me, I'm always complaining about how cold I feel. I have a very cold, like you know how some people are warm body. I'm a cold body, so
Mm.
I don't I don't love the cold. And even though it's warm, it's definitely warming up now. But I went for walks. I went for a walk today. I still had to like my long Lululemon. I still have to
Mm.
have the zip up fleece. I do warm up as I walk, but I still need it at the beginning, and so it's still not warm enough. It's still not warm enough for me. I'm still.
When does it get really warm? So May, June?
I want to say like even in June, sometimes can still feel cold. It really depends because Vancouver, we're like on the coast, right? So like we have the Pacific Ocean, so the weather can vary very much from year to year. Because we're
Mm.
so close to the ocean, it just sometimes doesn't, like it's the middle of summer and it still feels cold. A little bit like San Francisco because you're literally the wind
Mm.
from just I don't know, the current, what however it works, it just makes it feel cold. Even though it looks sunny, it looks very hot because the sun is out, but you step outside and you're literally freezing because the wind is so high. So it feels a little bit like that. It just depends.
Deceiving.
It's deceiving. Oh my gosh. The first time I went to San Francisco, I froze to death. I had to buy those like San Francisco sweatshirts, like those tourist sweatshirts, because I was dying. So it's a little bit like that here, not as bad unless you're near the water. But I want to say unless there's a heat dome,
Mm.
which is bad too, because you kind of don't want the heat wave. You just want the heat, but like not feeling like it's the whole day and there's no break. Uh it still can feel relatively chill, even in June. So
Wow.
yeah, so
Yeah,
far it
actually,
hasn't warmed up quite as much as I would like, basically.
trying to think, when did I visit my brother in Seattle? It was around
August.
summer.
It was August.
There was one August, but there was one before that.
Oh,
I think pre-COVID. And I mean, I can't remember, was it a May or June? And it was spring. I think it was that. It was
yeah.
before that trip. And I would never believe people when Americans would say, "Oh, it's t-shirt weather." Like,
Yeah,
no.
for a lot of people are in t-shirts outside. For me, it's not. I'm a cold
Or
body.
spring. Yes, t-shirt weather. And you get this person who lives in the 36, 34, like, it's winter, people.
Uh, I think yeah, for sure, because you live in tropical climate. But for me, I think it's just genetically, I'm not made for the cold. Like
Not the,
from my
the t-shirt
ancestry, they're
weather.
not made for the cold. So I always feel cold. Like for me, it would be like give me at least 25 and up, then I would be okay. But anything
Mm,
below that, I still feel a bit chill, and I still need the jacket to go out. Yeah. But
well,
it's
it's
different
coming.
because when I go to Hong Kong, then I look like I'm definitely not local. Because like people like when I was in Hong Kong, I was so happy I was in um
You
like
were wearing the t-shirt.
yeah, I was wearing the t-shirt and the like I would still bring a jacket, but like I get hot Whereas, you know, I would walk into a Chanel store and they're in their sweaters, like wool. And then, because one time I was in a tank top actually, and they were like, "Oh, you're not cold." I'm like, "Oh no, this is perfect weather for me," because it was like 20 something degrees. So for me, 20 something is a good weather for me. And for them, it's already starting to get cold because they're used to 30 something. And
Yeah.
plus their AC is very high. So, but yeah. So anyway, everyone's relative to everyone, right? So yeah.
It's fun. Okay, we are. Oh yeah, we started late today. Sorry about that. If you're watching again, apologies on the technical issues at the start. But yes, thank you for joining us. Next week we're gonna talk about the good old luxury YouTube. We're gonna talk about all the things that were in the past. Just chatting about that next week, and we do have a reveal for the members that same weekend. Then more. We have Clara joining us this month on Amy's channel. But please do join us, and thank you. Make sure you're done your voting if you're in Singapore. And have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.
Bye.